Hi, everyone. I'm Courtney.
And I'm Brienne.
And you're listening to the
Just Haunted House Things podcast.
Okay. I could totally... Oh, I was looking at when the last time we did one of these episodes.
Oh my God, let me guess. Like 8 months ago?
Close.
Oh.
10.
Oh. Hey, guys.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Look who's back. Back again. Our amount of podcast episodes streaming could go be compared to Eminem's revivals. He comes, he's kick-ass, he leaves again for a couple of years, comes
and
back.
Then we do it all over again.
But the thing is about him, and I think about us too, is every time we come back, we fucking nail it.
At least we try.
And at least you guys are here to listen to it. So there's that.
So far.
Well, I mean, if anyone's listening.
Is anybody out there?
Just the aliens.
Oh, and us being gone for forever.
And yeah, how we're Eminem. we are Eminem.
I don't know if we're like that because he has a lot of enemies.
Yeah, but I feel like he could still handle himself.
Yeah.
I mean, we might have enemies. We just don't pay them any attention.
Listen, if I have enemies, they should reconsider because I'm just saying. I'm over here in my bedroom eating fucking chips and they're hating me? Like, what is that?
Some people don't have the luxury of eating chips in their bed.
Well, that's their problem.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
That is a problem.
That's why they hate me.
The thing, yeah, you know what? I hate anyone who doesn't let you eat in bed, okay? I'm sorry, but that's just, what better place than to sit down in your bed and just
snack on
gorge.
A little snacky snack.
Yeah, exactly. Any type of snack. Sweet, salty, all that kind.
Nutty. Peanut buttery.
Cream filled.
Yeah. Oops.
Not oops. We're just meandering.
Yeah.
That's how we live life.
That's what this podcast is about.
All about. Haunted house things, please.
Just meandering. Things.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Can you tell we're shaking off the cobwebs?
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
So, it's end of November.
Yes.
How was your Halloween season?
Oh, it was something.
Yeah.
Actually, it was pretty good. Last year, okay. That's what happens when my brain overloads with too many thoughts. So, 2023 was an intense year, just in general, because, I had the new attraction and a whole bunch of other stuff going on, personal stuff, not so personal stuff. A lot. Life.
Yeah.
But then this year, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good year.
Yeah. I would kind of agree with that on my end too. 2023 was pretty I had a lot to do.
Yeah.
And God, I never want to get married again. It was a lovely
time.
That
was part of it. It was the haunt season last year was so busy because of your wedding, the haunt season, the attraction, and
everything.
Everything. And then this year is all right.
Yeah.
We fucking did it.
I know. I went so hard in 2023 that I don't know what happened in 2024. I feel like I didn't do anything because I just needed a 10-month break apparently to recover from a wedding.
And just life.
Everything else that went along with it.
Yes.
No, I know. But so how was your Halloween season this year without the stress of?
It was so good. It was actually really good.
Yeah.
And I actually, shocker, took time off.
What?
Yeah. I took a Saturday off.
In October.
I
call blasphemy.
And it wasn't for a wedding.
No.
It was just for me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is self-help care right there.
That's gross.
It only took 30 plus years.
Yeah. What do you mean I don't have to be here every day?
Someone's lying.
It's almost like I trust my team.
Isn't that nice when you actually have that trust?
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people can speak on it. It's when you find a good team, no matter the place that you work, it's it becomes so crucial that it does work. But if there's like one thing within that team that is like throwing it off, it can just unbalance everything.
Exactly.
But it seems like it was pretty balanced.
It was.
Everything seemed pretty calm when I came by to visit this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of me running around with like my head cut off like a chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because usually when I'd come and visit, if I wasn't working, you would be like with me for about 10 minutes and be like, oh, gotta go. And then half hour later I'd see you, and then another 10 minutes, oh, gotta go.
Yeah.
And then this year was just chill.
It seemed easier. And also I found like I just found like the clientele this year was somewhat nicer.
Yeah.
Some might not say that's true, but I just it seemed more manageable this year. Suspicious.
More like people were there for the fun and the joy instead of like how many people can we punch in the face and be disturbing to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of nice. And yeah, like I said, I was able to take a bit of time off in the middle of haunt season, which is insanity.
Like unheard of almost.
And, oh my God, I can't believe I did this.
What?
I actually didn't go to every single training. I know. Although I was sick. I did.
You almost had me.
I had you in the first.
You had me for like 5 seconds, and I was like, I was racking through my brain, and I was like, okay, but no, those times I wanted to hang out, you had training.
Yeah. But I did. I did truly not go to every single one, but like the key ones. There was a few that I was like sick for, so like I couldn't go, even if I wanted to.
Even if you wanted to.
And so I was like, well, I guess I'm laying in bed all day.
Oh darn!
I know.
With your chips.
Yeah, I had chips. I probably did have chips that day too, because that's my go-to snack. Yeah, if you ever want to get me something nice, just buy me a bag of chips.
She does like Miss Vicky's, many different flavors.
I do. I also love Lay's.
Ooh, who doesn't love Lay's?
I love a good Dorito.
Oh, the crisp. You know what? I actually, I don't know if you'd call it a chip or a cracker, but I like crispers.
They're good.
They're good. The ranch ones specifically. Yeah.
I like those. That's nice. So how's your Halloween haunt season?
It was pretty chill and slightly emotional.
Yes.
I didn't do anything for Halloween, but I find it hard to do things for Halloween when it doesn't really end up on a weekend and I have to work at a bakery, so very early hours during the week.
Yeah, that's not nice.
No, it's really, I'm so used to my late nights that my early mornings have made me a grandma. Which I'm okay with. I took up knitting again, by the way. So
I love it.
If anyone wants presents this year, you're probably getting half shitty scarves.
Hey, speaking of, do you do embroidery as well?
I do not, but I do have like a crochet kit at home that I'm going to learn on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to give you all my embroidery stuff.
I might just take it.
Okay.
I love crafts.
Yeah.
I like to hyper focus for about 3 weeks and then I'll move on to my next task.
That's kind of what happened with this fucking embroidery. Yeah. I bought it all during the pandemic.
Oh God.
And I was like, yeah, this is great. This is,
keep me busy.
Keeping me busy while I had to sit inside my house alone with my cat. And then
Tiger King came and it's like, who has time for embroidery?
Who has time?
Yeah. Who has time?
And then, we just,
it's just collected dust in the corner.
Yeah, it's in a drawer right now.
That's okay.
There.
Yeah, my yarn wasn't even touched and it's probably sitting there for about 2 years, just being like, please knit me. So finally I was like, all right. But my fingers have to take breaks because my fingers don't have the dexterity for the needles right now.
Right, because you're still
gotta build those needle calluses up again.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so I've just been, I didn't do too much for Halloween this year. I did come and visit the lovely haunt that we have worked at previously.
You sure did.
And it was a really beautiful feeling because I got there was a lot of people who came back that I had known from previous years.
The beacons were lit.
Oh my God. And it was so nice to see them because it was like right when I was like fully immersed in it. And probably one of the sweetest things was when the lovely Christina came up. And she's always held like a beautiful spot in my heart when I was her supervisor and her trainer and everything like that. And then her reaction to seeing me, I never thought that like, I don't know. I just, it was so unexpected, but so beautiful because I didn't know how much I had meant to anyone
Yeah.
in the haunt.
Right.
And she started to cry, which then made me cry because she's just like, this is the person who used to teach me. And then I'm seeing her in full cycle now that she's become like a supervisor and she's now teaching people and kind of carrying on that torch. And it was like this beautiful cylindrical moment where I just wanted to, like, I wanted to not cry, but I couldn't not.
Yeah.
And I was just, it was a really nice, like, beautiful ending because I was kind of saying goodbye in a sense.
Yeah.
Which is not a bye to you guys or to anyone. It's a goodbye to this extremely overpriced city.
Yes.
That I do love. I hate, but I love. And it's not happening yet. It'll be next year. It was my last time being at the haunt, and I just it was like that was like the closure for me.
Right.
That I didn't, like, I kind of knew that it was going to happen, but I didn't think it would happen as much as it did.
Right.
Because I came to the haunt by myself to just, like, feel things and have a good time. And, yeah, I'm just there crying as I'm walking through a bunch of, like, skeletons down a hallway with arms reaching out at me. I'm just like, it's so beautiful.
That's the funny thing about haunting is that you become so a part of it in a way that... for lack of a better term, it's like soul immersion.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, I mean, how many times have I tried to leave this place?
Oh, and it just keeps pulling you back in.
It just keeps pulling me back. And so I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
And honestly, like, I do believe that if I wasn't leaving next summer, I'd probably come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, there's a part of me that really needed a change of some kind drastically because I kind of been like a little bit following the road that I knew that I was on. And then I just, you know me, I need big change or no change at all. It either needs to be extremely drastic or just like keep things the same.
Yeah.
So I was thinking a lot about like changing where I was working, where I was going, everything like that. And the move is going to be the big change. So it was like a lot to like let go of.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, if the future ever comes, I'll come back.
Yeah. I mean, the good part is there will probably be haunt stuff where you're going.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited to expand that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm going to go to Alberta, guys.
Alberta.
No judgments. I was born there. No, I'm going to be going to, like, outside of Calgary. So more West Coast so I can see a little bit more of the mountains.
Yeah.
But I'm actually, really excited because they do have some good stuff over there.
They do.
In, like, the Calgary area.
Yes.
And I'm excited to kind of go check that out, do a little recon.
Yes.
And then...
Well, I think we follow at least one account from Calgary called Haunted Calgary, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
they're worth looking at.
Heck yeah.
They do some stuff that I've seen that looks interesting.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Wonder if they'll listen to this.
Ooh,
Hello,
Haunted Calgary. I'm coming for you next year.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah. No, so I'm really excited to go and like do that and then see where this can take us because I see some opportunity for us.
Yeah. Oh my God, you have to go see Deadmonton.
Oh yeah. Yes, obviously.
Obviously.
I just try not to think about Edmonton too much. Yeah. So
that's. Valid.
But for Deadmonton,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about them, and I feel like I met a few. No, I don't think I've met them, but I have heard of them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
cool.
You kind of go check them out.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get my parents to come and put them through, and then just like record their reactions.
That'd be good.
Take people who never go to haunted houses into this kind of stuff.
That would be really funny.
Yeah. So did you do any crazy fun haunts this year?
I went to Cougar Creek.
Oh, we love.
You and I went.
Love Cougar Creek.
And we went with some of our pals.
Yeah.
And had a great time.
Yeah. I love what they did this year.
Yes.
Because they
expanded a little bit.
Oh yeah, they expanded. There was like a new house, but they also just kind of changed just the flow of how you walk through the house, and it completely changed it for me.
Yeah, but it was great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I love them.
Yeah,
we love them.
Great workers, great characters.
Most of my staff even are big fans of Cougar Creek, and I always encourage them to go when we have opportunity because it's nice because they have sorry Cougar Creek, but you guys have operational nights when we're not open.
Yeah.
and So we always end up going out with a bunch of people and spending some time there and spending our lovely money there. Because we love them, and they deserve all the support in the world. And we've talked about them so many times on this podcast.
Oh yeah, I mean the people who run it are just freaking fantastic.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we had a chance to chat with one of them afterwards.
Yeah, we ended up talking with Scott, and that was really nice to connect with him, because we've only really talked online. And so, hi Scott.
Hi Scott.
It was nice talking to you. And yeah, we just kind of bonded a little bit over the haunt life a bit, and how crazy it is to put these things up and the storage behind it all.
Oh my God.
We nerded out a little bit. So
you did. Funny. I kind of just stood back for a bit and I was like, I'm ready to go get a milkshake.
Yeah. And yeah, afterwards we went to get a milkshake.
Yeah.
You want to hit the... went to get a milkshake at a local milkshake shop, and that was a lovely night.
Yeah.
And I also got invited to a media night for a brand new haunt,
which I randomly got invited to as well through a different friend.
We went to new haunt in our neighborhood called Dreadworks, and it was a fun time. Yeah, I won't. It was a media night, so
it was a media night.
Yeah,
there was a lot to still work on.
Yeah, they were still testing.
There was definitely some high points in it.
Oh yeah.
Like they look like they had some serious awesome funding for that decor and for all the sets and everything like that. It was awesome.
They have a cool team behind them, it seems.
And the makeup too was just phenomenal. But it's a first year haunt.
Yeah.
So it's like every first year haunt
pains,
is absolutely.
It's your first year is never going to be easy, and I'm kind of acquaintances with one of the owners.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I've given him my feedback, and I won't say it on the podcast because it's not worth it. But yeah, great guys. And they're doing their best, and
I'm excited to see where it could go.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of potential there.
Because it's an interesting concept, because it's more storyline immersive based.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're just walking through a haunt and doing that, but they have story points throughout the attraction, which is really cool.
What I thought was cool, because as someone who can surprisingly be a scaredy cat in haunted house, it's so weird. Like I'll go through some and I'm just like, yeah, this shit's awesome, and then I'll go through others and be like, Mama, hold my hand.
Yes. Me too.
So I was like really on the edge with this one, because it was an interactive one where like they can you have the choice of options of either just walking through just as like you're not someone who's in the haunt, as someone who can be interactive with them, or someone who can like get touched.
Yeah.
And for me, the touching isn't necessarily the worst part, but they had mentioned the fact that they were going to be like feeding people things.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if that happened.
No, I don't think it did, because I think after the fact I heard someone mentioning like, oh, well, how can you prevent allergens? Right. Which I think is really smart.
Yeah.
Like I think if you want to go ahead and be like one of the haunts that like touches people and stuff like that, for sure.
Yeah.
But the food thing freaks me out.
It can get weird.
Exactly. So that's the only reason why I didn't choose that. But I kind of wish, like, just as we were going through it, I was like,
yeah,
I kind of
wish I had chosen that option.
Yeah.
We went with, they have 3 different bands. It's a red band means like a no scare kind of thing.
Like you're a fly on the wall.
Yeah. You're just kind of observing, and you get a little bit of interaction, but it's not like intense. And then yellow was like a medium scare.
Like they'll get up to you, but they won't put their hands on you, kind of thing.
Yeah. And then green was like full scale. They're putting
like
their
hands on. They were like
pulling you, but it wasn't intense.
No,
like after the fact. But the way they marketed it, it sounded like it was going to be more intense, and so that's why I didn't.
Exactly.
Because I'm pretty standoffish with touch haunts.
Yeah.
Drama. So
not funny.
It's a little funny.
It's hilarious.
So I like you, I'm a bit standoffish when it comes to those things, especially with how they market them.
Yeah.
Like I wish that they would be like a bit more forthcoming of like, here's the most specific way that we can express this without giving away the whole thing. And so that would be my only criticism. That I would provide.
Just because like there was probably one of the funniest things was like one of our friends who was in a completely different group had a green band, was 100% good to go, and they went in the haunt way before us, and what I thought was hilarious was like when we finally get towards like one of the end rooms, it's like one of the little characters comes from behind us, wasn't with us at all. Is like, oh, excuse me, walks up, goes to this like chamber thing, opens it up. There's our friend from like the group from like three groups in front of us, and is like just sitting in this like little container thing. And I was like, well, that's hilarious. I kind of wish like I had something like that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that's so fun to be a part of the story.
Yeah.
I just didn't want food in my mouth.
Yeah.
Or whatever they were going to put in my mouth.
I don't know.
I didn't want it.
I didn't want that either. So that was interesting. That was a fun outing.
Yeah.
And it was also funny to see who we saw there. Like
Yes.
the amount of different people that we knew
Yeah.
out at this media event. So it was very widely in like lots of invites to
Yes.
lots of different communities.
Yeah.
Film community, actor community, producer community.
Yeah, like lighting technicians,
yeah,
like
it was-
like kind of everyone, which is really nice.
Yeah, it was really kind of cool just to see how close knit our community actually is.
Without even thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And,
very woven.
So that was really neat. And then not in the haunt season, but
Yeah.
I did go to Midsummer Scream.
How was that?
It was fun.
Oh.
I will say Long Beach Convention Center, you're on my shit list.
Oh.
They're on my shit list.
Why?
They don't know how to put people into the building.
Oh.
Which is really frustrating. As somebody who deals with logistics. Well, the thing is that like the parking was already a problem.
Yeah.
Because the person I was with had a handicap badge with them, but all the handicap parking had fucking scaffolding like in it. So they were holding building supplies in all of like in at least 10 different parking spots that were meant for people who have accessibility needs.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fucking stupid. So that was like strike one.
Isn't that like against the law or something?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I
There's
don't
gotta
know.
be some kind of
America.
maybe permit.
If someone from Long Beach can inform me on what the fuck that
because
was.
otherwise that's just rude.
Yeah, because I'm going to fight Long Beach Convention Center. So there was that. And then, so we had to park pretty far away and then we had to walk. And some of the markers of where we had to go was like not, like it wasn't clear.
Okay.
Anyway, so we get towards the actual convention center and there's a whole bunch of people standing at like the front of the building. So if I'm looking at the building, there's like 6 or 7 doors right in front of me.
Yeah.
And then there's a long side of the building.
Yeah.
So it's just the front that's like maybe 40 feet wide, probably long, probably bigger.
Yeah.
And then it's got like this long corridor that's beside it. And it's got food trucks and like seating and other things like that along there. And then there's like stairs to my right. And there's like a few people in a different colored shirt. So they were probably in a purple shirt.
Yeah.
And then there was people in like, let's say they had yellow shirt on. And so I go up to the yellow shirt people who are standing in front of the 7 doors.
Yeah.
Right. And I go, hey, this is our tickets. And I was expecting them to be like, yep, go ahead, go on in.
Yeah.
They point me to the people with the purple shirt. And they're like, you have to go get your wristband from the people with the purple shirt, which was another 200 feet away.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. And so I walk over, get our wristbands, and then
Yeah.
I come back to my friend who now at this point is feeling quite exhausted.
Yeah.
Because they had to walk from the parking up the way, and it was like, I don't know, a good kilometer away, which is fucking stupid. And then I go back towards the door because I see people coming out of it. I'm like, this must be the entrance to the building. Like,
Yeah.
this has to be the entrance. Because it makes sense that would be the entrance of the building. No, I was swiftly told by a security guard that was not the case.
Okay.
And I had to go down the corridor
Oh.
of all the food trucks and go to the front door over there. And it was probably like another, I don't know, 400 feet. It was stupid. And then the service, like being able to have like data in the actual building sucked. But like just the whole thing about getting in and then not having service to text my friend who was already in there.
Yeah.
Because I went with Gigi.
Yeah.
And I went with my friend Unique. And so Gigi was already in there with a panel that she was on.
Yeah.
And that was kind of funny. But so I couldn't text her
Yeah.
that we had gotten in because I had no service. I had no service whatsoever. And so it was really frustrating. And I also had friends that were there that I wanted to meet up with. And I
Yeah.
couldn't text them to be like, hey, I'm here. Where are you? Blah, blah, blah. So it was a whole fucking thing. And I'm going to fight Long Beach Convention Center. That's the long-winded story to say
that there's now a war between Courtney
I'm gonna fight you.
and the Long Beach Convention Center. But realistically though, and if you're a convention center specifically,
yes,
how do you not have that under control? Like the Wi-Fi, the data,
I don't know.
Because that's your bread and butter. You've got like how many people, influencers, or just people just promoting the shit out of that, and
I don't know. I don't know if it was just mine because I'm from out of country.
Okay, maybe.
And so it could have been that. But there was no Wi-Fi that I could get on because it was all private. And that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
No, for sure. But like, come on.
I know, it was frustrating. And then just like, I don't know if it was Long Beach Convention Center who made these like plans to how to like get throughput into the building, or if it was Midsummer Scream. But either way, like whoever designed that needs to have a look in the mirror.
I would hope to God it's not Midsummer Scream, because
I would hope that they
would have their lineups figured out.
Yes, because like they have this thing in Midsummer Scream where it's like all these miniature pop-up haunts that happen in their Hall of Shadows.
Ooh.
Which is a very cool thing. That was very intriguing. Some of the lines were probably over an hour long, which makes sense when you have so many people in a small space trying to get into tiny little haunted houses that maybe take like 2-3 minutes to get through, but you have a throughput and you have a capacity for each little thing, and I could, you know what, I'm not going to go there, but I'm just saying
the technicalities of it all.
I'm just saying that to have that amount of people and then not have like your throughput into the building not be fully realized is a misguided misstep.
Oh yeah.
But like they seem to have it under control within the actual convention, so it just didn't add up, man.
Well, that's how I think a lot of things get missed, is like, yes, you have it within, but it's like it's honestly with everything that I do, if you are trying to explain something to someone that is not going to be next to you as you point out the directions or explain the instructions, I have the very solid theory that you need to make it as easy as possible. Like tell them what colors they're coloring with. Yeah. And like write it out with pictures. Yeah. And make it as easy as possible.
Yeah, keep it simple, stupid.
For the yes. Keep it as simple for the person that you think may not get it. Yeah. Do not do it for your own brain because you get it. Oh, everyone's brain is different, but like if you want people to come into your area and people that never like would have even thought about walking into your door, make it as easy as possible.
Make it as stupidly easy as possible.
That's how I found some of the coolest places, was just being like, oh, what's in this door? And then being like, oh, this is so cool. I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just like, I don't understand. Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking.
Maybe they're trying to keep like the gatekeeping. We don't gatekeep in the haunt community.
We don't.
No.
And those that do
suck.
Exactly. Take that, gatekeepers. Anyways, it was a wonderful experience aside from that. Yeah. It was really nice to go through the little haunted houses. That was a really cool experience. And then I caught a glimpse of the slider show. Oh. Just a glimpse because I was waiting in line for something. Yeah. But that was really cool. Saw a few of my friends in the vendor world, which was nice. And I saw I call him my mentor, but he's just an acquaintance at this point. But his name is Ted, and he does like experiential writing for Not Scary Farm and other wonderful things. He's a wonderful human, and he saw me, he recognized me, we gave each other a big hug. He signed the book that I bought that he wrote that's about the history of Not Scary Farm. Yeah. And it was wonderful. It was a wonderful interaction. And I missed my pals over at Rib Effects because they were apparently there, or at least they were somewhere. I didn't see their booth, but
I'm sure there was like a ton.
Yeah, there was a lot. And then I saw a few other people, and it was just a nice time once I had calmed down from the fiasco of coming into the building. So it was fine. It was fine. And I was also frustrated because I wanted to like live broadcast, of course, everything that was happening, and I just couldn't do that. And so I had some frustration around that.
I was trying to get photos from you, and I was like, send me photos, and you're like, you couldn't even tell me you couldn't because it was like she hasn't even read my message yet. What is this?
Yeah, like nobody could get a hold of me, and I was like, you guys can't lose me. You can't lose me because I have no way of getting
I'm
a
the
hold
poor
of you.
Canadian who just like is lost.
I'm so scared.
I need an
So it
adult.
was funny. And then that was the same day that our flight just kept getting delayed.
Oh,
so I was like,
yeah.
I was on edge.
That was just a
edge.
great day from start to end.
Fucking nuts of a day. Poor Gigi and I were sitting in the airport, and every so often, like it felt like every half an hour, our flight would just like ping us, and be like, delayed again, delayed again, and that happened from like 10 a.m. until midnight.
Well, you guys didn't get in until
5 a.m.
Yeah,
because we didn't board the plane until like 1 a.m. and then we sat on the tarmac for like another 45 minutes, and then taxied for like 20. Sat another 20 minutes, and then we were finally on the plane. But that is fucking stupid.
That is my luck. You had my luck of traveling, because I haven't taken a flight probably since Vegas. I have not taken a flight since 2023, and honestly, I've been so not stressed about it this year.
Nice.
It's been so nice, but of course, I'm notorious for having the shittiest traveling.
Well, it's same here. Like when I used to fly back and forth from Calgary frequently, I would always end up on a flight that was delayed. Never ending.
What is it with like just the shorter flights that just suck?
I think it's just stupid.
Yeah.
I think it's just
stupid.
It's just stupid.
Yeah.
It's mainly the stupid logistics. So I think what happened with our plane in LAX, which fuck you, LAX. I have a beef with LAX too. I always have.
I got a beef with parts of LA.
I do. Well, just LAX. But like what happened was our flight was there and ready to deplane, but there was another plane at the gate. And so they were waiting for that plane to leave, but it was also delayed. And so there was just like, fuck, man. And you know what the problem is that it's probably one plane earlier in the day got fucking delayed.
Oh, yeah. And then just domino effect. Yeah.
And I'm like, what motherfucker delayed me enough?
What asshole fought with a flight attendant
Yeah.
that didn't make them leave on time?
Yeah. And who had the fucking marshal decide to come on the plane and do an arrest or something like that?
Deplane everyone. Everyone's groaning. We're just making speculation.
Yeah, just have no clue what actually
But
happened.
I'm not going to lie, considering how many like flight videos I watch on YouTube about like
probably something of
probably
that sort.
Spirit Air. God, who knows?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I've never traveled Spirit. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. I travel WestJet and Air Canada. That's about it.
I have also traveled Alaska and United and American Airlines and
okay, I've done United. Yeah, I've done Air China.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we meandered into travel and logistics.
Well, that's what we do.
Yeah.
We meander.
Yeah.
So we got some really cool new things going on with our podcast and others. Courtney went and got set up, which is fantastic. Some merch that you guys can all get and wrap.
Yes.
It's just the beginning. We're starting with a couple things.
Yes, just a few little things. I did have a tote up, but now it's gone because I had a Shopify up. But Shopify
sucks.
I learned very quickly.
Yeah.
Unless you have like, it has to do with like taxes. So I'd have to have a tax number registered in the U.S. in order to ship to the U.S., which is stupid.
Yep.
Because you're paying in Canadian dollars. So why do I have to? Anyways, I won't get into it. So I closed the Shopify.
Yeah.
And also, it just wouldn't let me ship to the U.S. So all of the people who liked the post about the wonderful, cute little sweater that I got, they couldn't purchase it.
That's unfortunate.
And even our friends over in Australia who wanted to purchase couldn't do it because it only came up as Canadian, like Canada.
Stupid.
Shipped to Canada.
So we're rectifying that.
So I opened up a shop through buymeacoffee.com.
Ooh, where you can also buy us coffee.
Yeah, you can support us and support this content should you feel like it. Please, I'm begging you.
Please.
Just begging a little.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp.
And listen, like, this takes effort. This takes time. This takes effort. And if you want to hear us do this more often.
Yeah. Because honestly, I mean, I strongly believe that if we didn't have full-time jobs,
this would be a lot
this
easier.
would be our full-time job.
Absolutely.
Because we love to do this. We love talking with you guys. It's just, you know, the economy is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So we're doing the best we can, and we're just trying to hustle our way through this world like you guys are.
That's it. That's what everybody is. And I also know that the world out there is rough for a G like me.
Ain't that true?
Everything is priced accordingly,
Yeah.
and everything is fairly, like, we're not trying to price gouge anybody over anything. And fun fact with the merch, the prices include shipping. So
Ooh.
So there you go. At least for now.
Yeah.
Until otherwise noted.
Yeah.
But for now, shipping included.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
So what you can expect from us going forward now is going to be more.
We've said this before.
I
How
know.
will they believe us, Brienne?
By action. By action. We are actually going to do it. Words are nothing. Action is everything.
It's true.
I do believe, like, I'm not fucking recovering from a wedding. You're not recovering from school.
It's true.
We have a better idea of what we want and our goals.
And where we want it to go.
Exactly. And I think a part of it was just like for the first little while, we were just like, let's just do a podcast.
Yeah, and I don't think we realized the amount of people that enjoy it.
Honestly, that's still a little, like, not baffling, but like,
Yeah.
humbling, I think.
There's at least 10 of you who listen to it regularly.
And that's actually really cool. And so that's something that, like, I want to be able to give to you guys, all 10 of you. Maybe 15 by the end of the year. Who knows?
Maybe 20. I don't know. Ooh, we're pushing goals. We're pushing goals. But it's something that I want to be able to, like, continue and provide you guys with some fun, silly meanderings.
Just from some haunted house girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who have done what feels like almost all
of everything. Yeah.
all of it. But we still have so many haunts to see.
Yes.
And that's another reason why you should support us.
Do you have a haunt you like around you? Do you have something that you want to, share with others that you don't think gets as much attention as it should?
We would like to come to you.
Yeah.
Or speak to you. And that takes time. That takes effort. That takes money.
Yep.
And listen.
Planning.
And I'm a be real with y'all. I'm the planner of the two.
Yeah, I'm the clown. I'm the clown.
And so we just need a little help from our friends, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
And also we have started a form up.
Yeah.
So that you can be considered to be on the podcast, which most of you probably will be on the podcast at some point.
Because why not?
Because why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, and, like, listen, if I can have a guy come on the podcast and talk about his diaper,
then I feel like anyone has the ability to come on this podcast and talk about anything.
Yes. Hi, Russ.
Hi, Russ.
Oh, I don't know if you saw it. Speaking of Russ.
Okay.
The gentleman, the scholar, the legend himself, just got put into his Haunts Hall of Fame. Isn't that wonderful?
Russ, congratulations.
Yeah, I'll show you the video afterwards.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
It's a wonderful thing. And
I'm sorry, Haunt Hall of Fame? What?
Haunt Hall of Fame.
What? Why don't we have this?
I know, we need a Haunt Hall of Fame. Maybe we need to start one for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haunt Hall of Fame.
Currently, you and I.
Yeah. That's it.
The Just Haunted House Things Haunt Hall of Fame. That's a lot of letters. Just
Haunted House Things
Haunted Hall of Fame.
Oh. You know what? I kind of like it.
Yeah, I do too. Let's do it.
All right. Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's another thing to work on. Just add
Another
that to
time,
the list.
effort.
It's fine. We're just gonna keep adding to the list while we're still trying to do what's
okay.
on the list.
That's okay.
Yeah. No, but I think this is good. Also, what you can do on our coffee, buymeacoffee.com, is you can sign up for a subscription with us.
Yes.
Where you're going to be able to get some, like, inside details.
Yeah.
And
we're going to do some postings and some other stuff. Maybe exclusive merch.
Oh.
Only for followers.
Yeah. Maybe some meandering.
Maybe some, exclusive meanderings.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Maybe unedited episodes.
Oh, that's dangerous.
That is dangerous.
But that could be so much fun.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to promise that one just
No,
yet.
no. That's if you're really lucky, and maybe if we have like a premium spot.
But maybe we could add like exclusive episodes only for subscribers.
Absolutely.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
That are just like little tidbits.
Little tidbits for the ones that want to like, you know,
or extended cuts.
Exactly. Yes. Because we cut out a lot.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's been times where we've talked for like 3 hours and I had to cut it down to 45.
I know.
So, and you know what? I probably still have some of those episodes, so it would be interesting to like
go back and see what we have said in the past and what we cut out.
Ooh,
it's getting hot in here.
So those are some cool things that we've been doing and trying to get going. And we're going to be active more on the Instagram because like we said, I'm done with school. She's not prepping for a wedding anymore. And we've done a recovering.
Dear God, that was... Honestly, though, to anyone out there who's been married, am I like the only one who needed a good like 8 months of like, don't fucking ask me to do anything because I just planned a fucking wedding? Anyone out there? Because I feel like I became increasingly lazy afterwards, but I also feel like I earned it. Yeah. So I just need some validation that I need.
Like planning a wedding is hard work.
Even one that's like small.
Yeah.
But
it's
like
hard work.
Yeah.
Because it's also like it's not only just like managing yourself to get there. It's making sure that everybody else is going to get there. And then it's like buying the dress and making sure your bridesmaids have the dresses. And then
there was drama from like trying to get the dress stuff with work and then drama that you didn't know about was happening between like family members or like friends and just like
there was a
lot. It's okay. I just kept drinking. It was fine. It turned out great. I had the best time ever.
It was a great time.
It was a great time.
Yeah. And not to mention, we also were grieving a little bit.
Still am.
Yeah. So that was like, that also takes time.
Yeah.
So there's a few things there.
Yeah. But I do like that we can keep coming back to it because you guys make it so comfortable that I don't feel like there's ever been pressure from the wonderful Just Haunted House. Like,
I mean, a tiny bit.
A little bit. Just
being
like,
a little nudge every once in a while.
But it was a good nudge, I think, because they're also excited.
Yeah.
But it was not like something like, you guys owe us this. And it's nice how you guys meet us where we're at, and we hope to continue to meet you where you're at.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think this is a good little welcome back.
Yeah.
Yeah.